What if I told you that the key to getting stronger after 60 is not about moving more, but about learning to not move? It sounds backwards, I know. But think about it this way: a tree doesn't show its strength by moving. It shows it by resisting. It stays still while the wind pushes, while the storm pulls, and while everything around it gives way. And that's exactly what this training does with your muscles. It trains them to resist, to hold themselves up, and to stay firm exactly when you need them most. And look, science confirms it. In just 8 weeks, this type of training can increase your muscle strength by more than 26%. No jumping. No running. With nothing for your knees to complain about the next day. But what's most striking about all this is that, for a woman after 60, you don't need to move much to see real results. You only need to learn to stay still the right way, which turns out to be much harder than it seems. Because when you hold a position under conscious tension, your muscles don't rest, they work. They work in a way that conventional movement can never replicate, recruiting deep fibers that have been asleep for years and rebuilding connections that time had weakened. That's what I want to teach you today. You're going to discover 5 brutal isometric exercises that you can do from home, with no equipment and regardless of where you're starting from. Each one awakens different muscles, creating greater capacity for mobility, strength and balance in a progressive and safe way. These are not exercises to impress anyone. They are exercises so your body responds to you again when you need it. Stay until the end and tell me if they worked for you, because they are the favorites of many women who start with this. Once you try them, you'll understand why. And tell me in the comments from where you're watching us, because we love knowing where our community comes from. Exercise 1. The isometric glute bridge. We're going to start with the exact center of your mobility, because I guarantee that most of us have been doing this wrong our whole lives. For a woman over 60, strengthening your glutes has nothing to do with aesthetics. It has everything to do with protecting your lower back, caring for your knees, and building an iron foundation so you don't lose your balance. Here's the reality: most back pain or heaviness in your legs, which we assume are age-related things, happen because your glutes have gone to sleep. Sports medicine calls it glute amnesia. Literally, after decades of spending so much time sitting, these muscles, which should be the main shock absorbers of your body, forget how to turn on. And when those shock absorbers don't do their job, your delicate lower back has to take all the impact. But this is where the isometric bridge changes everything. Most women simply raise and lower their hips quickly, or stay up there just existing, thinking about what they're going to make for dinner. That doesn't work. We're going to create real tension. To do it correctly, lie on your back on a mat with your knees bent and the soles of your feet firmly on the floor, separated to about hip width. Leave your arms relaxed at your sides. Now, the secret is not in pushing air with your waist. Actively, push the floor away from you using your heels. Squeeze your glutes hard and lift your hips until your body forms a straight, rigid line from your knees to your shoulders. Don't let your hips sag like a bridge about to collapse, maintain absolute firmness. Once you're up, hold the position. Your mind's first instinct will be to want to come down, but resist. By maintaining this stillness, you're forcing your nervous system to reconnect with deep muscle fibers. Science supports that this constant tension increases muscle endurance dramatically, because you're teaching your muscles to stay strong for longer, not just for a quick movement. Start by holding this position for 20 to 30 seconds with perfect form, breathing deeply through your nose. If at any point you feel a pinch in your lower back, it means you went up too far. Simply lower your hips a couple of centimeters and tuck your pelvis in slightly. That's the sweet spot where the magic happens and you protect your spine 100%. As you get stronger, try to work up to a full minute. The first time you apply this real tension, you'll feel your muscles tremble a little at the 15-second mark. And that's not weakness. It's your muscles waking up after years of dormancy. When you master this isometric exercise, the changes in your daily life are undeniable. Climbing stairs becomes easier, getting up from your chair no longer requires you to build momentum. And that constant lower back pain starts to disappear. Because you're finally recovering the true foundation of your strength. Exercise 2. The isometric wall squat. The following exercise sounds harmless, but don't be fooled, it's a lesson in pure strength and, surprisingly, one of the best science-backed preventive medicines for your cardiovascular and joint health. Most women over 60 have been convinced that pain when going downstairs or walking is simply wear and tear from age. But biomechanics teaches us that in the vast majority of cases, the problem is not in the cartilage, but in the muscle weakness around it. This is where the data is going to blow your mind. A massive recent study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine demonstrated something that completely revolutionized the world of clinical fitness. It determined that isometric exercises, and specifically the wall squat, are more effective at reducing resting blood pressure than traditional aerobic exercise. That's right, real science says that sitting against a wall under conscious tension does more for your heart health and blood pressure than running on a treadmill. Beyond this internal benefit, your quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of your thighs, are your body's true brakes. Unlike traditional squats that can create friction and joint pain when going up and down, this exercise recruits all the muscle fibers in your legs to the maximum, but without moving the knee joint at all. Zero friction, 100% strength. To do it correctly, press your back completely flat against a solid wall and separate your feet to exactly hip width. Slide down slowly until your thighs are almost parallel to the ground, as if you were sitting in an invisible chair. Your knees should be directly aligned over your ankles, never going past the tips of your shoes. And here comes the golden rule for not just existing in the position: don't let yourself fall passively against the wall. Actively, press your lower back against it, engage your core, and push the floor down with your heels. The first 15 seconds feel deceptively easy. Then, your thighs start to burn. That's when you realize that true strength is built through resistance. That deep work is the signal that you're creating real armor around your knees and sending a vital flow of oxygenated blood throughout your entire system. Start by holding this position for 20 to 30 seconds. If going down too far is too intense for your knees today, simply slide up a bit. The important thing is to create that sustained tension without feeling sharp pains. When you master this stillness, I guarantee you'll go downstairs again with a confidence, strength, and health you thought you'd left behind decades ago. Exercise 3. The modified isometric side plank. If the previous exercises strengthened your front and your back, now we're going to work on what I call the invisible stabilizers of your body: your oblique muscles and glute medius. Many older women normalize wobbling when walking or feeling like they're losing their center when taking a step. That's not age, it's simply that the lateral chain of your body has lost its stabilization ability. Science is very clear about this. The risk of falls in women over 60 increases dramatically when the muscles that control lateral hip movement stop responding. Studies published in gerontology and physical medicine journals have confirmed that lateral strength training, even in static forms, is the #1 predictor of balance and agility in daily life. The side plank is the definitive tool, but we're going to do it in an intelligent and safe way. The version I'm going to teach you is modified so you protect your shoulders and spine from the first second. Lie on your side on your mat. Bend your knees back, forming a 90-degree angle with your legs. Rest your forearm on the floor, making sure your elbow is directly under your shoulder. Don't let your shoulder sink toward your ear. Actively push the floor away from you, feeling how your lower rib cage activates. Now, lift your hips off the floor using the strength of your lateral side. Your body should form a diagonal line from your shoulders to your knees. This is where many make the mistake of hanging from the joint. Don't do that. Imagine someone is pulling your hips up with a rope. Keep your core firmly engaged, as if you were bracing for a light impact. Hold this position for 15 to 30 seconds. Yes, you're going to feel a tremor on the side of your waist. That tremor is excellent. It's your nervous system recruiting muscle fibers that had been asleep for years. If you feel too much tension in your shoulder, check that your elbow is properly aligned and that your chest is facing forward, not toward the floor. Why is this a before and after? Because by strengthening your obliques and glute medius with this isometric tension, you're giving your body an active suspension. Instead of relying on your joints to keep you standing, now it will be your own muscles that support you. You'll notice that when you walk, your steps become firmer, your balance improves, and that sense of fragility disappears because you have literally built a support wall on the sides of your torso. Exercise 4. Seated band abduction. Most training programs for women over 60 focus only on the muscles we see in the mirror, the quadriceps or front glutes. However, there's a muscle group critical for pelvic stability that's almost always ignored: your gluteus medius and minimus. When these muscles lose tone, your hip loses its ability to stay level when walking. Biomechanical science has confirmed that weakness in this specific area is one of the main causes of instability in your gait and of the onset of pain on the outer hip, an extremely common complaint after turning 60. Seated band abduction is the most efficient technical solution for awakening these abductors without risking your joints. By working while seated, we eliminate the balance factor and the impact of gravity. allowing you to isolate the lateral hip fibers with surgical precision. To perform it, sit in a firm chair with your back straight, avoiding leaning on the backrest. Place an elastic band just above your knees. Keep your feet resting on the floor, separated to hip width. Now, the movement is not a quick bounce. The key is intention. Press your knees outward against the band's resistance in a controlled manner. Imagine opening a compass with your legs, feeling how the outer part of your glutes activates. Hold maximum opening for 3 to 5 seconds in each rep, don't seek speed. Seek that controlled muscle fatigue that happens on the side of your hip. It's precisely that tension that sends the signal to your brain to strengthen the hip joint capsule and improve the alignment of your legs. Perform sets of 10 to 12 repetitions, keeping your torso completely upright. If you feel your body leaning forward when opening your legs, straighten your spine and engage your core. That small adjustment is the difference between a surface-level exercise and a true neuromuscular strengthening session. With consistent practice, you'll notice your gait becomes steadier. That wobbling sensation when turning or lateral weakness when walking begins to fade. You're training your hips to function as a solid unit, giving you the stability you need to move with fluidity and confidence on any terrain. Exercise 5. Isometric back kick. If you're looking for a way to protect your lower back and boost your glute strength without the risks of impact exercises, the isometric back kick is your most valuable tool. Biomechanically, this exercise is key for women over 60 because it directly targets the weakness of your gluteus maximus, the largest muscle in your body, responsible for hip extension and allowing you to get up, walk, or climb a step with complete ease. Movement science has shown that when performing hip extension with isometric hold, you achieve much deeper activation of muscle fibers than with explosive movements. This happens because the muscle must recruit more motor units to overcome gravity without the momentum of speed. Studies on musculoskeletal health in older adults confirm that strengthening this movement pattern is fundamental for reducing the impact load on the vertebral discs of your lower back. Simply put, when your glutes are strong, your back stops working overtime. To perform it with correct technique, position yourself in front of a wall or sturdy chair for balance. Keep your back straight, your core engaged, and a slight bend in your supporting knee. From there, move one leg back with a controlled movement, squeezing your glute at the maximum extension point. Don't try to lift your foot to the ceiling. The key is conscious contraction and complete pelvic control. Once you reach full extension, stop. Stay there. Keep your legs suspended and your glute squeezed with the same intensity for 10 to 15 seconds. Breathe calmly while holding that tension. That pause is where the real gain happens. You're teaching your nervous system to stabilize your pelvis while the muscle works in its most effective position. If you feel your lower back arching when moving your leg back, reduce your range of motion. Imagine that instead of lifting your leg, you want to stretch it as far as possible toward the wall behind you. That subtle adjustment keeps the tension concentrated solely in the glute and protects your spine from any unnecessary compression. Consistency is what dictates results. As the weeks go by, you'll feel how the back of your legs becomes firmer, and the fatigue you used to feel in your lower back after a long walk starts to disappear. This exercise restores your ability to move with power, keeping your hips stable and your back protected, allowing you to return to activities you may have set aside due to discomfort or insecurity. Why this system is the key to your autonomy. After 60, true physical independence doesn't depend on how much you move, but on how well you support your structure. Today, we've integrated a methodology that goes far beyond exercising for the sake of exercising. We've designed a complete system of structural stability. Each of the 5 exercises we perform has a strategic function. These are not randomly chosen or isolated movements. It's a system where each piece plays a vital role. First, we reactivate the foundations that have been inactive. Second, we create armor for your knees. Third, we stabilize your lateral axis to prevent any risk of tripping or falling. And finally, we strengthen your hip extension. It's, in essence, a process of deep neurological reprogramming where we teach your brain to recruit and activate the right muscles at exactly the right moment. When we work with isometric tension, we're not just exercising the muscle, we're educating your nervous system. Science backs up this training hierarchy with compelling evidence. Research published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine has shown that the combination of controlled strength, stability, and sustained tension improves motor response, balance, and arterial health. In women over 60 much more significantly than other types of conventional exercise. The key is not speed or the volume of repetitions. The scientific key is in the quality of the connection between your brain and your muscle under conscious tension. Often, the feeling of fatigue, pain in the lower back, or fear of moving are not age-related problems, but problems of internal communication. Over time, our brain stops sending clear signals to stabilize our muscles. And the body starts to compensate for that lack of strength by using joints, which aren't designed for that load, instead of muscles. This system is the technical tool to reverse that pattern. If you practice this routine 2 to 3 times a week, the results will be tangible in your daily life in a way that will surprise you. It's not about an aesthetic transformation that takes months, it's about immediate functional improvement. You'll notice greater confidence going down each step, the end of that bothersome heaviness in your lower back that follows you at the end of the day, and, above all, a sense of lightness in performing any daily task. Your body is not aging. It was simply waiting for the right technical signal to strengthen itself from the root. Now, it's time to test that new connection and see how well your body is responding. Stand up from where you're sitting right now, do it with absolute calm, without using your hands to push yourself up, and focusing entirely on activating your glutes and thighs from the very first second. How did it feel when you did it? Was there fluidity in the movement, or did you notice a lack of stability in your foundation? Leave me your detailed answer in the comments. I'm very interested in knowing your experience and how your body is responding to this stimulus. And if you feel this information can return peace of mind, strength, and independence to a woman in your life, share it with her. We're not looking for temporary or aesthetic results, we're building functional armor. And a solid foundation so you can keep moving through life with the freedom, dignity, and confidence you deserve. Thank you for trusting this technical process and for dedicating time to your own well-being. Keep practicing, maintain full awareness in each execution, and you'll see how your body returns the confidence you need to live fully. See you in the next session.